Mortal Kombat. Not much needs to be said about a franchise that first appeared in 1992 because most people know what it is. Today, I wanted to talk about its latest iteration in the fighting game genre, Mortal Kombat 11. I'm making this video not to tell you to play this game. No, you're an adult, you can make your own choices. This is just a video to talk about why I like it. Sure, you can go into the comments and tell me, oh, that's dumb, or but that mechanic sucks. Guess what? I don't really care. But before we begin, I want to kind of complain about one big thing that I feel has been around for some time now in the fighting game community. For some reason, it's either you only play NRS games, or you fucking hate NRS games. The general Twitter, Reddit, whatever other social media you pretend to like seems to either praise NRS as the greatest company of all time, or say they're the worst and nobody should like them. If you're watching this, you might be like, I like both, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about that loud, annoying, completely unreasonable voice that you see on social media that everyone sees but has to ignore. The reason I bring this up is because I feel like if someone who didn't play fighting games, we will call them the casual, decided maybe they would like to pick up fighting games, starting with MK11. Also, I would like to say it is 100% okay to be a casual. People have shit to do. It's okay to just occasionally play games and not to be an expert. It's completely polarizing if they were to look at social media. They might see 1,000 posts about, haha, bad animations, bad game, haha, NRS poo-poo. Or they might see, this game is god tier, I require nothing more in my life. And that's shitty. No matter what, it seems bad from either of those ends of the spectrum, which is why I wanted to make this video not to tell you, hey, go buy this game and play it for 100 plus hours. I just want to show you the things I like about it from hopefully a casual and experienced point of view. Also, yes, I'm using the word experienced from my point of view. I'm using it to show as someone who has played a lot of fighting games over the last 3 years. I've been to locals, actually learned what the fuck words like okie and fuzzy blocking mean, and not as someone who is like a pro FGC gamer. No, I'm not a pro. I will never say I'm a pro. Okay? The first thing I really like in MK11 is the character roster. For this, we're going to use the Ultimate Edition / all the DLC because that's how I've been playing it. Also, for some reason, from time to time, they will put the Ultimate Edition on sale for cheaper than just the base game. So if you're considering playing this, just wait till it happens, and that's a steal. Anyways, let's look at the character select screen. We have the iconic characters, such as Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Raiden, all those classics. But something that I really like is that they have, how do I put this? Odd characters? Characters that really you don't see anywhere else, like creepy ass spider lady, four-armed giant lady, four-armed gremlin looking ass creep guy, monster mouth with blades out of his hands, or even fucking robot Elsa, I mean Ice Bitch. This is also the only fighting game that I feel comfortable in saying guest characters are completely welcome here. So if you look at those characters, you get the legendary characters, Rambo, Spawn, Terminator, fucking RoboCop. How long has RoboCop been gone for? The last one was in 2014? Huh. I do not remember that existing. Regardless, I'm pretty sure he's based off the 1987 version. I don't have any RoboCop knowledge, so if I'm wrong, oh well. Oh, there's also Joker if you're a DC fanboy, but I'm just gonna glaze past that because I don't really care, I'm sorry. But looking at this character selection, you just have so many cool people to play. None of these characters feel bland to me. Maybe it's because I know the lore of a good chunk of the cast, but they don't feel like a created character with default settings. I think this is good for both casuals and experienced players because they are unique. Casuals can be like today, I feel like throwing ice balls instead of using a shotgun against my friends. And experienced players can switch between this is for counter zoning or rushdown characters. So in the end, characters are a huge plus for me. Something that most people don't think about is single player content in fighting games. You would think single player for a fighting game would be an arcade mode and maybe a story mode. That's it, there's nothing else. For MK11, however, I would say that for a casual who didn't want to play online, they still have a lot of options. They have a story mode. There's a good 5 hours plus additional DLC story mode that I haven't played yet. They have Towers of Time, which are challenge fights where you can unlock gear to customize your characters and also unlock more brutalities, intros, win screens, all that stuff. You have AI battles where you can make your own amiibo kind of fighter and they go do fights for you. You also have a really cool crypt mode where you can run around opening chests, collecting items, seeing a really cool look at Shang Tsung's island and all these cool Easter eggs. It's just a really cool experience. Now, all these things you can do for a long time to collect gear for your characters. You don't have to touch online mode for it at all. MK11 is by far the best fighting game in terms for single player content. And let's face it, casual players really want that. It's more to do for people that don't have the time or drive to grind and train to play online. That's totally fine. It's a collectathon, and as much as I want NRS to just release a $10 DLC to unlock everything, it's something cool to do. Combos are in every fighting game. Some games you have to do combos that can last 20 seconds, and some games have 2-hit combos, and it's all fine. My main game that I have spent hundreds of hours in is Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2. I've spent hours and hours in training mode trying to get conversions down, setups memorized, situations practiced, and it's really fun, but there's something to MK11 combos. Most combos in MK11 are not hard. This is something that as an experienced player is actually a good breather for me because if I want to learn a character, it doesn't take me 20 hours of trying to figure out how things work. Sure, maybe they aren't at crazy depths like an anime fighter, but I don't care. It's still fun. There are combos that are hard, and getting the true optimal damage does require some practice, but I don't have to spend forever learning it. From a casual perspective, it's nice too. I've had friends do something as simple as a string into a special. They want more damage, string into an amplified special that launches them and uppercut after for more damage. And they just came up with it, they don't have to practice it at all. What I'm trying to say is yes, I enjoy this game because I didn't have to just train for days on end to feel comfortable with the character. From a casual perspective, you also get to do cool things without sacrificing time. When it comes to online play, fighting games have always had a hard time until very recently. I'm not going to go into a whole spiel on rollback versus delay or whatever, but I want you to know not all fighting games have good online. MK11 not only has fantastic online, but finding a match is incredibly easy. You just go to online, pick if you want ranked, casual, or any of the modes on the list, and it just searches and finds the match for you. If the connection is bad, you can just say no, and it searches again. It's that fucking simple. No battle lobbies or using Discords to find matches, you just push a button. Casuals that haven't played a fuck ton of different fighting games won't understand this, but for me, this is a godsend. I like being able to just open the game up and find a match on the fly. Graphics and polish in fighting games are usually overlooked. You might play something like Guilty Gear and say, damn, this is beautiful, but from an experience point of view, you generally start to ignore all the background objects and such. Sometimes even the best looking of stages are never seen in online play because it actually makes the game slower. Looking at you, Street Fighter V, people may disagree with me, but this game is gorgeous. I feel like the sound effects, backgrounds, character designs, everything just looks and feels amazing. What would a casual player look at first glance? Graphics. I can't ever imagine a casual player looking at something like Footsies or Punch Planet and thinking, damn, I should buy this. No offense to those games, but I've learned people are judgy. Sure, the game might have some odd animations for moves, but seriously, who cares? Every game has some moves that look odd. Get over it. Especially you Tekken players, to me all your moves look the exact same, and some hit low, and when it's a dick punch, I don't understand. Game looks amazing, can't stress that enough. This script I made for this video is longer than I planned, so I'm stopping here. I really like MK11, and I'm sad that it's such a polarizing game. Well, actually it's the entire company that seems to just split the community. I don't like that. I think everyone can enjoy this game. I will continue to play MK11, and I'll be happy while doing it. If you stuck around for the entire video, thank you. Enjoy your day.